Om Namaskar. Dear friends, is the earth flat or is it spherical? Is it hanging in space or is it being carried by a tortoise or a snake? Is it inside the ocean? Is it really rotating or is it stable? Is it falling down? Such questions have been there in the minds of the people since ages. However, Sanatana Dharma or Hindu Dharma has been clear and emphatic in saying at least 50,000 years ago in the Rig Veda itself that the earth is Golaha, spherical in shape, it is in space, and it is revolving round the sun. Subsequently, there have been numerous astronomers and astrophysicists in Sanatana Dharma. Much of their work is lost due to the horrors of time. However, the works of the great scientists of at least 7,000 years ago, like Aryabhata and so on, have come down to us. Aryabhata was the first great astrophysicist and astronomer who declared very clearly that the earth revolves round the sun, it also rotates, it is in space without any disturbance in its orbit because of the gravitational field, and so on. While this has been the scientific spirit and tradition of Sanatana Dharma since 50,000 years or more, in order to explain terse technical matters to the common masses, Puranas gave out stories. These stories were taken literally, and there has been some confusion since long. However, astronomers have tried to explain things properly to the masses. One of the greatest astronomers who have done this is Bhaskaracharya II, who was born in 1114 AD. There were two Bhaskaracharyas. The earlier Bhaskaracharya wrote 3 works, but nothing is known about him, thanks to Colebrook for researches done about the first Bhaskara. The second Bhaskaracharya wrote a wonderful book called Siddhanta Shiromani. Siddhanta Shiromani has several books. One of them is Goladhyaya, the book about the sphere. In this Goladhyaya, Bhaskaracharya explains the nature of the sphere, that is the earth, in very clear terms. He also has a particular chapter called Gola Swarupa Prashnadhyaya, that is questions regarding the sphere. It deals with the common man's questions or doubts about the sphere, the earth. In the year 1508, a great scientist was born in Maharashtra. His name was Nrisimha Daivagya. Nrisimha Daivagya wrote an excellent commentary to Goladhyaya, which answers the common man's doubts about the universe as well as the earth. You shall be amazed seeing the clarity and the way in which Daivagya balances the science and spirituality so well. Question number 1. Kathamiyam gagane sthitetyavagatam? How can we know that the earth is sitting in gagana or in space like a bird? The answer, yato bhramat bhachakra chakrantar vartate bhanam chakra samuha. In space, there are various orbits, chakra samuha. Each chakra samuha or each orbit has a planet. It rotates and revolves round the sun. Because of these planets, the earth can stay in space and move about without hindrance. Because there are numerous planets and they attract one another, there is no question of scalana or falling down in regard to the earth. The second doubt of the common masses is this: Katham Prithvyam Adheyo Nasyat. How can there be no support below for this earth? How can it hang in space? There should be a Varaha, a boar, or a tortoise, or a snake holding the earth from below. To this, Nrisimha Daivagya answers in a wonderful way. He says, Sarvatah Parvatarama Grama Chaitya Chaischito Bhugola iti सर्वत्र भूगोले सस्य निष्पत्त्यर्थम पाकार्थ वृष्टेर अनुकूलत्व स्वीकारे अग्नेरूर्ध्वज्वलन स्वीकारे च समन्ताद आकाशस्य स्थितत्वात् सर्वेषां भूमेर आबाधः संभवति. He says, Sarvata, on all sides of this earth there is Parvata, there is water, there is the tree, there is house, there is the village. And when you light fire, it goes upwards on all sides of the earth. There is the sky on all sides of the earth. In this way, people, life, trees, mountains, rivers, oceans are on all sides of the earth. Therefore, there is no question of lower side or upper side for the earth at all. He emphatically says that na bhume kwap yadha pradesha sambhavati. For the earth there can be no lower part or the base so that a kurma or a tortoise can hold it. Secondly, suppose there are 2 or 3 cities. One is Rome, another is Greenwich, Siddhapura in the past, and below there is the Lanka city. Siddhapura sthanam Lankayam adhah pradeshaiva. For the people of Lanka, Siddhapura people are below them. For the people of Siddhapura, people of Lanka are below them. Thus, it is a gola, it is a sphere. Nrisimha Daivagya also quotes a very ancient text called Shakalya Samhita. He says, if your Puranas have told you that a tortoise is holding your earth, please remember that much earlier there have been great Vedic texts which have explained very clearly the earth is spherical and it is hanging in space. Madhye samantat andasya bhugolo vyomni tishtati. The gola, the spherical earth, is standing in vyoma or space without any support. Secondly, आधार कल्पना भावात् कूर्मस्यापि शरीरिणः अनवस्था प्रसंगाच्च खे भूस्तार्क्ष्यवदाश्रिता. Shakalya Samhita has rejected the idea of a tortoise lifting the earth because suppose you say that the tortoise is holding the earth. Where is the tortoise standing upon? It should have a place to stand upon, and that should have some other place to be upon. It becomes anavastha prasanga. Everything has to be rejected. So the earth is spherical and it is in space. The common masses may question now, but our Puranas teach us all these things. Why do you say they are not there? So the scientist Nrisimha Daivagya answers, Puraneshu tu Shesha Kurma Varaha Prithvi Putarupaya Talavasthita Uktaha Tesham Bhum Yantargatatvena. When the Puranas mention the snake, the tortoise and so on, they are saying that these animals are inside the sphere called the earth, not outside. One more reason, according to Nrisimha Daivagya, there is something called Arthavada. Yajamana prastaraha ityayam gunavadaha. Suppose you have a boss who is very stern. You say, my boss is a stone. He is not a stone, but you are only intending to say that your boss is very strict. Vayur vai kshepishtha devata. Oh, this air is terrible and angry. The wind is blowing fast. In this way, Arthavada, the language used by the Puranas, is not to be taken literally, but they have to be taken as symbolism. If that is the case, why have they used the names Shesha, the great snake, Varaha, the boar, or the tortoise? Shesha, Kurma, Varahanam, Anyatame Antye, Shakti Kalpanat, Bhachakra Brahmane, Nakopi Dosha, Ityatra Vakshyate. If the Puranas have mentioned to you, told you stories about the snake, so on, they were only telling you that there is some Shakti Kalpana, there is some power which is Bhachakra Brahmane, or which is there in the orbits of space, spatial orbit, which is holding one another like a net. There is a spatial net, it is called the gravitational field. This Bhachakra Brahmane Shakti Kalpana, there is some Shakti, there is some unseen net in space made by the different orbits of numerous or countless planets and stars, which is holding the stars and planets in space. If the Puranas have told you stories about a tortoise holding your earth, they are not wrong. They are only telling you that in space there is the gravitational field, Shakti Kalpana, there is some infinite power which is holding each planet and star in its orbit, and they are rotating in that orbit. In this manner, the great scientist, astronomer, and commentator compassionately explains to the common man that the earth is not like a pot which has a top and a bottom. However, the common masses have further questions. Kathamiyam bhumer shaktiriti ashanka. We have a doubt. The earth is just clay, mud. How can it have shakti or power? In order to stand in space, bhume sthairya darshanena, sthiti darshanena, that means if it is standing in space, you say that it has a power of attraction or some shakti. How can there be attraction, sir? Because bhumi, what we have seen of earth is toyamsha, means there is water. Dravate itivat, it is flowing water that is there on this earth. And then chumbaka pashana visheshasyaiva loha karshanam drishtam. We have seen millions of times that the magnet attracts only a loha or metal. How can you say that a chumbaka or a magnet attract mud or water? It cannot be possible. When you say that in space there is mutual attraction and that is holding each planet to its particular orbit is wrong, because chumbaka pashana visheshasyaiva loha karshanam drishtam na anyasya itivat. We are decided, we are definite that a magnet can attract only a metal and not water or liquid or mud. So, O scientist, you are completely wrong. To this, the great scientist Nrisimha Daivagya answers, Dear friend, I am speaking of Gurutvakarshana, gravitational field, the energy which is in Antariksha, in space. In all of space, there is this gravitational force or field. This Gurutvakarshana holds each planet like your Earth in space without any support and freely allows each planet to move around in its particular orbit. And further, the scientist Nrisimha Daivagya says about this gravitational field that Antariksha sthitasya mritpindadehe bhumau patanam na gurutvadhikaranattvena kintu bhumyakarshanena iti. If a mud ball falls from above to the earth, it falls down not because it is heavy, my dear friends, but it falls because of bhumehe akarshaka bhava. There is an attractive force, and that is the reason it falls down. Guru vastu prathamam laghu vastu paschaditi. You cannot argue that heavy thing or heavy object falls down first and a lighter object falls down later. Such things are not possible when you speak about the gravitational field. भूमेः आकर्षणशक्तिरीदृश्येव इति कल्प्यते. It is only an imagination of the masses that something heavy falls down first, something lighter will fall down later, because this is how things are as they see them. What is happening is there is a gravitational field spread over the entire universe. Therefore, bhumehe adhah patanam tiryagathasthitanam cha adhah patana shanka nirasta. Therefore, there is no question at all of the earth's falling down somewhere. Such things don't exist because there is a gravitational field due to the millions and millions and millions of stars and planets moving about in their particular orbits in space. Now the next question is Sadadhara Prithivim iti Srutidarshita. We common people have heard in the Vedas that there is a Adishesha, Anantanaga, who is protecting the earth, etc. What do you say about it? So the scientist and astronomer answers, dear friends, Stairyam nama shaktischa teshamiti ananta shakti kalpana krita sapi yuktya. What they have said is correct. They want to explain the gravitational field to you and to tell you that it is eternal. It is infinite. Gravitational field will not end. In order to say that, Sthairya means stability. In order to speak about the stability and the infinity of this gravitational field, they have used the example of the Adishesha, Anantashesha, and so on. Please understand it in this way. Don't take it literally. But the common man is still worried. He has one more question. What do you say about the Kshira Samudra on which the earth is floating? We have read that in the Puranas. To this, the scientist laughs and says, if you have the Kshira Samudra in space on which your earth is floating, why not Guda, Sharkara, Navanita Samudraha Katham na bhaveyuhu? Dadi Ghrita Samudravapi na syatam. If there is the milk ocean, why not the curd ocean? Why not the ghee ocean? Why not the yogurt ocean? Why not the Navanita Samudraha bhaveyuhu? All these things are to be taken not literally, but as we said earlier, to be taken figuratively. In order to explain highly scientific terms to the common masses, our Puranas have given concrete examples. We have to understand them. So in this way, this extraordinary scientist, Nrisimha Daivagya from Maharashtra in the 15th century, long before the gravitational field idea was known, has explained how the gravitational field makes our planet Earth stay in space eternally, move around in its orbit without any hindrance or obstacles. Nrisimha Daivagya concludes his wonderful remarks about Bhaskaracharya's work in this way. He says, Tasmat Jyotish Shastrena Bhachakra Brahmana Virodhyadharo Bhume Nirakriyate. Nirakriyate means negated, completely negated. What has been negated completely? Fully? Bhume Bhachakra Brahmana Virodha. Those who oppose Earth's revolution and rotation in space have been completely rejected. Those people may quote the Purana or whatever, but there is only one science, and that is astronomy. Astronomy has discovered that there is the gravitational field, and therefore in space, in its own orbit, like the millions and millions of other planets, the earth revolves and rotates. This is the conclusion. One thing, are the Puranas false? No, please don't make this mistake at all. Daivagya says, Purane Bhumyantargata eva dharaha svikrita iti siddham. I have proved before you that when the Puranas quote something, they are speaking of things or objects or animals bhumyantargata, which are inside or within the earth, not outside. Please be careful about this, he says. However, there will always be people who will keep on asking questions. Why doesn't the earth fall down? Why is the earth not flat? And so on. So he says, Mandadhiyastu tatparyam ajanantu brahmyantu nama. If stupid people do not believe in astronomy and go on asking silly questions as to whether the earth is flat, whether it is stationary, whether something is holding it, and so on, let them do that. Let them go round and round and round. I have no worries. This is the great idea of Sanatana Dharma, very scientific, very thorough in everything. Religions which are always eager to increase their numbers try in every way to create confusion and division. Thus, Hindus have been brainwashed to hate their Brahmins, and divisions have been made between the so-called Aryan and the so-called Dravidian, all to convert. People have to wake up, understand their glory, understand that their dharma, Sanatana Dharma or Hindu Dharma, is a purely scientific and rational system. Everything that Sanatana Dharma teaches you is symbolic or scientific. Your practices are scientific, your sadhana is scientific, and your attainment is also purely scientific. This is Sanatana Dharma, and our scriptures have been shouting this out always loudly. Thank you very much. Harihi Om Tat Sat.